Hi everybody and welcome to our career day here at EPI-USE Labs, where we are going to follow a couple of career paths here that you can join. But first, a little bit more about labs.
I like the EPI-USE Labs culture. It's a bunch of dynamic, very friendly, very hardworking people with true innovative spirit. We try to solve it in such a way that we give customers long-term benefit.
Labs is different from other companies because of the culture that Labs has. Everybody helps other people. There's no person that we leave stranded, but everybody is a part of the family and is supported.
Toe ek my onderhoud by EPI-USE gehad het so 2 jaar terug. Een van die goed wat my baie uitgestaan het is dat ons CEO 'n groot familieman was. En ek het regtig sien hoe dit deurtrek in die kultuur by Labs. Mense is regtig ingekoop om deel te wees en om te werk en deel te word van die sukses van die besigheid. Dis regtig great. Ek love dit.
Et ce qui est aussi super, c'est qu'on vient tous d'horizons différents, tous de pays différents. Donc par exemple, je suis française, mais je travaille avec des Anglais, des Sud-Africains, des Italiens, des Suisses, des Suédois. Et je pense que cette pluralité des cultures nous aide à nous ouvrir d'esprit et à être plus innovants.
There's just a great energy within the company, a great set of people. It means it's sort of a pleasure to get up in the morning and go to work.
It's nice to be surrounded by a lot of cutting-edge, visionary thinkers.
Und das Schöne daran ist, dass trotz der Eigenständigkeit, in der man arbeitet, man immer Kollegen hat, mit denen man zusammenarbeitet und von denen man unterstützt.
The people really make the difference in EPI-USE Labs. Our collaborative approach internally really reflects how we do business externally.
You get the feeling that attention is paid first to the people, and if you look after the people look after the rest.
You're allowed to be who you are in this company, be your authentic self, and that's why I'm still here.
The best part is the people I work with, they're an extended part of my family.
If you've got an initiative, you can make anything happen.
If I could describe Labs in 3 words, I would use family, exciting, and my last word would be accommodating.
Now that you know a little bit more about us, please feel free to ask us any questions in the Discord channel. You'll find the link below, and any other information on our website, you'll find the link below as well. All right, so let's get into this. We are going to look at different career paths here at Labs, and the first one we're going to look at is our custom dev. At custom dev, that is basically when you have one customer that has one solution, very specific to their needs. And Toby is a software engineer at custom development. He started at Labs in 2019. While finishing his honors, he worked here full-time and finished his honors part-time. He works in a couple of different technologies, but with a focus on Java. He wrote an automated testing framework in Java here, and he also works a bit in Vue. Welcome, Toby.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Great to have you here. Tell us a bit more. Just basically, how do you start off your day here at Labs?
Well, I first get some breakfast, of course, usually coffee and toast. Then I open my laptop, check some emails. Then the first thing I do is see if there are any production support issues. Now, if there aren't, then it's a good start to the day. But if there are, I try to help out by checking the production logs or production DB. What I do next is largely dictated by the Scrum board. Now, as a developer, tickets entail working on new features, trying to fix bugs, and helping out with testing.
Okay, so all of that is your day. During this day, do you ever work with clients, specifically and directly?
So mostly no. Most of my client interaction is in fact limited to my team lead, who filters down information from the client, such as business requirements, down to me. Other than that, I interact with the client via email and video meetings. But that's mostly for support issues, specific support issues.
All right, no, that's good. So your interaction actually is a little bit limited and filtered, but still you have these interactions, and I think Labs has actually helped you develop some non-technical skills. Can you maybe elaborate on that a bit?
Yeah, sure. So I think there's 2 main ones. Firstly, the skill of taking a break and managing myself mentally and avoiding burnout. I think Labs helps with that, with the general aura and environments, the office setup, and the various events that are organized. And I've always felt like I can just step away from work for a few moments. Now, the second skill I'd say is collaboration, and especially as a developer working effectively in a team instead of working in a corner by myself. And I think Labs helps with that, with its general culture of knowledge sharing and the way teams are set up. And I've always felt like I can ask somebody for help, even if they're outside of my team, and I think that's quite important.
Yeah, I do agree with you. That's extremely important, Joe. But yeah, thanks for your time. And I do agree to have that balance, and to everybody, the whole environment is encouraging of that. And having a foosball or table tennis doesn't hurt at all. So,
It doesn't.
Okay, thank you for your time. Have a lovely day.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Okay, so next up, we are going to talk to Joanne. So she's a technical consultant, and our technical consultants are a little bit more customer facing. So she will interact a little bit more with customers than Toby did. She studied at Tux as well, finishing her computer science degree, and started in 2016. She actually focuses a lot on front-end development, specifically with the Fiori framework. Welcome, Joanne.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm well, thanks. And yourself?
No, I can't complain. All right, so I have a couple of questions for you as well today. Tell me, which skills would you say are crucial for your career here at Labs?
Well, as a technical consultant, we work with with our clients, so we are client-facing individuals, and therefore we need to have technical skills. So you should be proficient in a programming language, you should have your problem-solving skills, be a critical thinker, and then you need to have your soft skills, which is your communication skills, and your teamwork skills. You need to be able to work in a team and be able to bring input within the organization.
Definitely.
Right.
Yeah. And I mean, these are quite a broad spectrum of skills.
Right.
And how would you say that Labs actually helped you develop these skills in these different areas?
Well, at Labs we have EPI-USE Fridays as well as LED sessions, and during these sessions we're able to present, and this will help us grow our communication skills, our presentation skills. Before we are able to face our clients, we get opportunities to present in front of people that we're familiar with. And we also have this opportunity to grow our technical skills, because you have a great idea. EPI-USE Labs will find a way to build those technical skills. And EPI-USE Labs is very, very big on innovation, and they've tried to find ways to get us to be innovative and support our innovative ideas.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, that research and development aspect is very important.
Exactly.
And for them to provide the opportunity for you to pitch your idea and the platform for it is really great.
It's exactly what we need, and it works very well.
It does, definitely.
Exactly,
yeah. All right. And then just quickly on what do you enjoy most about your career?
Well, I love that we work in a career that is fast-paced and it's constantly changing. We're constantly learning new things, and I think this industry never ceases to amaze us. Like, we're always finding out new things, and I think that's what makes it so great, as well as a lot of coffee. It's important to keep us going.
Definitely, our fuel.
Yeah, and it's generally very fulfilling, you know, having working through the process of the phase of developing the product till the end, where you go live. Just the whole process, it's very fulfilling, and it makes you feel like you just get to watch something come to life.
Yeah, and the satisfaction of having that solution at a customer, somebody using it and making their life better.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Enjoy the day.
Bye-bye. Bye.
All right, next up, we are going to look at our product development. So product development is if you have one solution and then multiple customers are actually using that. And Unrich is working in one of those teams. Unrich also completed his studies in 2016 at Tux in BIT, and he started working here ever since. He works in a couple of different technologies, such as Ruby on Rails, PostgreSQL, AWS, and I think actually many more. And for those of you wondering, Unrich has not cut his hair since he started working here at Labs. Welcome, Unrich.
Hi, Anna.
Great to have you here.
Awesome.
Okay, so a couple of questions to you. Transitioning from where these guys are now at university to an actual professional career, what would you say is kind of the most difficult part of that?
So I think the most daunting thing was really all of the unknowns. I think each student really experiences that. You don't know what to expect from your first job. So I was under this misconception that the first day would already be jumping in and just start coding and delivering things, you know, and I was a bit worried, like, will I actually be able to do this? Of course, that's not the case at all. So we had a first few weeks of introductory training, which really just alleviated all of those worries and fears. And I also think something that really helped was starting with a whole group of students instead of just starting on your own. So we were like, I think 10 or 15 people that started, really helped out a lot. So,
yeah, safety in numbers. You feel comfortable. There's somebody else also going through it. And
definitely
helped. Yeah, and I think the upskilling, because everything is unknown. I mean, even how to answer an email can be daunting. So it's a small task, but it can be something daunting if it's for a customer.
You would be surprised how quickly you get used to it. Like with the right environment and all of the right training and everything, after 2 months it feels like it's been 2 years. So.
Definitely, yeah. All right, cool. And then a typical career path for a software developer. I mean, if you're at Labs, it might look a little bit different from another place, but what would you say?
Yeah, so that really does depend on the company. I would say at Labs we tend to follow a more organic approach where we don't force exact predetermined career paths, but we would rather allow each individual to grow at their own pace while providing the necessary support to make sure everyone reaches their full potential. Some people are more inclined to focus on the very technical and hone their technical skills, try to become the best developer they can be. And then other people enjoy other parts of the software industry, for example, quality assurance, customer support, sales and services, and so forth. Yeah. And I really think we value all of those in the same way. So,
okay. Yeah, and we definitely do. I mean, each of those are crucial to this big engine that is Labs.
Definitely, yeah.
Okay, excellent. And then just a little bit something else. What do you enjoy doing outside of work here at Labs?
So I actually never thought that some of my best friends would also be colleagues. So I would definitely say the people. Then I also have to give a shout out to Square Time, a restaurant we just have just around the corner. I really miss their pizzas, so I'm looking forward to getting more people back at the office and everything. And I think also, just seeing everyone and foosball. I miss foosball a lot as well.
A lot. With social distancing, that was really a great thing at the moment. At least table tennis, you are fair enough apart, so that's great. All right, now thank you for your time. I really appreciate it.
Awesome.
Have a nice
Thanks,
day.
Annie.
Cheers.
Cool.
All right, so to ensure that our products are of a good quality and that we should provide support to our customers, we need a stellar quality and control and support team. And Bonolo is joining us from that team. So she studied at Tax as well, but BCom Informatics. And she finished up in 2018 and started here at Labs. So she works on a couple of projects here as well, and we lovingly know her as B. Welcome, B.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Yanni. How are you doing?
Really nice. I'm good, and you?
I'm good, thank you.
It's really nice to have you here and to talk to you because you put a bit of a different spin on. I've talked to a lot of techie people at the moment, so
yes,
for
I'm
now,
the balance.
yes, you come and balance us out with her personality as well. So, okay, so just what type of qualification do you actually need to perform these testing activities?
So I studied BCom Informatics, but I can say that you need a degree that had a hard focus on systems thinking and analysis, because you will need this when you have to develop and implement a test strategy on the system that you're working on. So basically around the range of information systems, etc.
In there, yeah. And I can imagine also, I mean, it's very important to have that understanding of the system as a whole, and some of the systems we have here are very intricate, so it's quite difficult to do. Yeah.
Exactly. And that's why you need to know how to analyze the system from the book inside and out.
Definitely. All right. How can you actually exercise freedom within this position?
So Labs is a very flat organizational structure, so everyone is seen as an equal, and knowledge and ideas are very welcome. We actually have a platform where you can log ideas on Client Central, and because it's such a widely available system, customers can also vote on those ideas and they can be implemented with no time.
Yeah. Now, I must say, for me also personally at Labs, that's one of the greatest parts, is there's always somebody who will listen and they provide the platform for you to pitch your ideas. And because you understand that system to such a degree, you will see what the needs are, and then there's somebody who will actually listen to that and we can implement it.
Exactly.
No, that's fantastic. Okay, all right. And then on a bit of another note, what kind of skills do you require from a professional relationship here within apps?
I would say comprehension, communication, and good listening skills, because there's always someone trying to share knowledge. I mean, our interaction, we've always, had this banter where we're able to share knowledge at all times.
Definitely.
And you also need to be able to communicate and express yourself, because it does get easy to lose yourself in the crowd, and so it's always encouraged for you to be out there.
Yes,
so
definitely.
Those 3 skills. Yeah.
I don't think you had any trouble with that. All right, thanks for your time.
Thank
and have
you
a
so
lovely
much,
day.
Yanni. I appreciate it.
All right, so next up, in the SAP landscape, this is a very, very intricate landscape, and we have a couple of people here that specialize specifically in that. And Maria is joining us as a SAP basis consultant working in the managed services team. So she completed her degree in electronic engineering and her master's in computer engineering. Welcome, Maria.
Hello, Yanni. Nice to be here.
Really nice to have you. So from the bit of a different kind of day-to-day job, what do you typically do? Because I don't think that is the same as some of our developers here.
Yeah, well, it depends obviously because projects change. So what I mostly do every day is a little bit of system administration. This can be OS maintenance, or it can be on actual SAP systems doing checks and things like that. And then we also have a lot of monitoring software. So if one of them alerts to an issue on a system or a server, I will go investigate if that requires any intervention from our side or not. Like most people in any work environment, I do have a couple of meetings every day. So some of these meetings will be internal meetings. So our team on a client will discuss, things that need to be actioned and things that need to be done. Or we will work together and actually complete something. Or I might have a meeting that's with a customer to discuss past, present, future work. If I am during the day, an issue pops up on a client and something breaks and something goes wrong, I will try and identify what is the problem and how can I fix it. If it's a bigger issue, we might sit as a team that works on that specific customer and try and solve the problem so that the client can resume their work. If I do have the free time slot, I might spend some of it working on long-term projects like automation scripts to make certain tasks standardized or easier for myself.
Oh, that's awesome, yeah, to create something that does the job for you. So I think work smarter, not harder. That's the key thing there as well.
Exactly.
Alrighty. And then you coming from an electronic engineering and computer engineering background, how would you say that prepare you for the stuff that you have to do here on a day-to-day basis?
Well, in my opinion, engineering is more of an approach to solving problems and identifying problems and complex situations. So what I do each day can vary from project management to system administration, and it can vary in difficulty from very simple to quite complex. So the skill that engineering teaches you about how to identify this problem and structure it and break it down and resolve it, that's a skill that I find really helps in the current environment that I'm in.
Yeah, I think that problem solving is specifically important, because if you come from programming, debugging an application and debugging a system to what is going wrong, you need to have the same problem solving skills, and that's basically what the degree gives you, and that's very important. Okay,
definitely.
Awesome. And then basically just what do you enjoy most about your position here, because you do a lot of different things. What is your favorite part of that?
My favorite part of it is that I can do the same thing twice, but it won't ever be the same, because I work with systems that it might on paper look the same, but environments change, variables change, customers change, landscapes change. I can do the same thing, but most of the time it doesn't feel repetitive. It doesn't feel like I'm getting bored, I'm in a slump or anything like that, which really works with my personality. I'm the type of person that really likes that things are exciting and go, and I can't sit every day in and out doing the same thing.
Yes.
So that really works for me, and it's exciting and fun. But it's not also at the same time, it's not like you're thrown into a deep end and drowning and feeling, I can't do this. With all the knowledge sharing and the teamwork and everything, it really does help that solving things that you haven't seen before. So I think that for me.
Okay, that's fantastic. But really, thank you for your time, and have a lovely day.
You as well.
I hope you don't have too many meetings.
Luckily not today.
Great, that's a good day then. Alrighty. All right, so we're staying in the SAP realm for a bit, and we're going to talk to Ryan, who is an ABAP software developer here at Labs. He's been working for Labs for 4 years now. He started off here in the Pretoria office where we are today, and he moved to the UK very recently. So Ryan is going to join us from there. He focuses a lot on the SAP products that we have here, specifically Client Sync. Client Sync is basically a mass data copy tool that we have, and our customers really make use of that a lot. All right. Hi, Ryan. You're right, all the way from the UK. Now you can hear me, right? Can you hear me, Ryan? Am I on mute?
Hi, Yanni. No, you're not on mute, and I can hear you very well. Thank you so much for having me, and hello to everyone who's joined us.
Okay, it's really great to have you here. So for me, I would like to know what your typical day looks like there in the UK. Much different from here or the same?
Um, so I think my day has definitely changed moving from the South African office, and at present, I'm not going into the UK office yet due to COVID. But I don't think there is really a typical day at Lab specifically for me and my team, just because we deal with such a variety of clients, such a variety of products and people, that every day really is completely different. As Marja pointed out, as all that there's, even if a similar issue pops up with a different system, a different client, things are just different. We deal with a ticketing system. So, we can have tickets logged by customers internally. And depending on what there is that day, I would obviously space out my time. I do both development and support. So I'd space out how I think the day will go and when I should do what, and then concentrate on those tasks. Obviously, at any point, a customer can log a critical ticket or something extremely urgent, and then we sort of have to drop what we're doing and help them. But it's a balance between sort of scheduling everything that you need, but still having time available for those things that pop up in the meantime.
Yeah, and there will always be things like that popping up, right?
There always will be.
All right. So tell me, but why did you join the functional team specifically here at Labs? I mean, we have all these different career paths we saw now. What pulled you towards that?
So I'm actually from the same background as Benolo. I'm from the information systems background and not specifically for computer science. When I initially joined I wasn't 100% convinced that I wanted to be a full-on developer or where I really wanted to go. And the functional team really fit in with what I had been doing, and there was a very good balance between sort of the skills needed for systems analysis as well as doing development, and it sort of had the ability to branch out into a huge space, a lot of our products are in the SAP landscape, and the DSM functional team is like sort of part of that core. So I knew that I'd be able to sort of join there and get my my footing, and once I'd sort of understood everything, then sort of branch out and see where I wanted to go.
Yeah, what is very nice about that is you can specialize in that area if you want to. So you can do more development or less development. You're not boxed in at all. So I understand that. And the domain knowledge that you gather or gain for that is specifically important. But speaking about certain skills and so forth, what has been crucial to your development, would you say, here at Labs?
So I think obviously for every single person it will be different on sort of how they progress, how they develop themselves. Specifically for me, I'd say that I get along very well with my team, and I have a very good manager who I have a very good relationship with. Over and above that, I'd say that Labs lets you sort of find something that you're interested in and sort of follow that. There's a lot of discussion in the office over potential products or current developments that are happening. And, as Marja said, there are internal meetings regularly. And if you're willing to sort of put your hand up and say, I am willing to do that little bit of extra work, learn a bit more, put myself out there, you definitely sort of build, obviously, what you know and what you can do. But it helps you sort of branch out to anything that you want, and it helps you find where you need to be sort of situated, if that makes any sense. a lot of people, specifically coming from a university, don't sort of realize that it's not always about, I can do this, I should do this. You need to realize that companies might be looking for a specific, or there might be gaps that you can fill. And then it's realizing, what gap you can fill, and then taking that path and sort of building yourself up from there.
Yeah, definitely excel in that specific area. I mean, if there's a
Yes.
gap for you to grow, why not take it?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Ryan, really thanks for your time and enjoy the day there in the UK.
Oh, no, thank you very much for having me.
Great stuff. All right. All right. So I think that is basically it from us today, and hopefully you got a feel about the different career paths here at Labs that you can follow. There is really an unlimited space where you can grow in, and there's a support system here that helps you to grow in each of those areas. And as you heard, it's definitely more than just an office with employees. This is a family that you can join and really enjoy every day that you work here. If you want any more information, please chat to us in the Discord channel. We'll answer any questions there. You'll also find the link to our website below, where you can also gain any information and provide us with any information that you want. Your CV you can upload there and so forth. All right, thanks everybody for your time, and have a lovely day. Cheers.
There's a group of companies and their staff working tirelessly towards the conservation of animals and the alleviation of poverty in Africa, going beyond their words, beyond corporate purpose, to empower communities through the provision of meaningful infrastructure and programs that offer sustainable growth and benefit. Committing not only their time, but dedicating a percentage of their annual revenue towards the conservation of elephants and rhinos through the economic upliftment of rural people. ERP is this initiative. Championed by the men and women of GroupElephant.com, ERP seeks to leave a lasting legacy by cultivating a self-sustaining environment in which rural people benefit financially from the protection of wildlife on their restituted land. ERP needs ordinary, everyday people like you to play a part in preserving our natural and human heritage. Join us in the fight to save elephants and rhinos in the wild through the economic upliftment of rural people. To see how you can help, please visit GroupElephant.com or ERP.NGO. Let's come together and go beyond our words, beyond mere talk, and beyond corporate purpose, to leave an indelible mark that makes the world a better place for generations to come. GroupElephant.com, going beyond corporate purpose with ERP to create a better future.